Hallo und herzlich willkommen. Ja, es ist gefühlt eine Ewigkeit her. Wir haben heute unser WLAN endlich hinbekommen, nach 3 Monaten fast. Seitdem war ich auch nicht mehr richtig live, weil es einfach nur hart scheiße war. Die Quali war scheiße, ist dauernd abgebrochen und jetzt funktioniert's. Und oh mein Gott, ich bin so glücklich. Ich bin so glücklich. Ich bearbeite noch ganz schnell die Stream-Info. Stimmt, ich kann ja hier jetzt auch den Chat einfach so sehen. Oh mein Gott, das ist so geil. Ich freue mich so. Ich freue mich so. Zeldi, wir können endlich wieder live gehen. Yay. Oh, ist das nicht toll? Warte, ich mach's dir noch kuschelig. Komm her. Hier ist dein Bärchen. Ja, den brauchst du, gell? Dein Kopfkissen. Jetzt geht's los. Das haben wir vermisst, gell? Oh. Oh mein Gott, hallo auch an die 2 Zuschauer. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Ja, ihr könnt mich jetzt auch endlich wieder sehen beim Streamen. Das ist ja wirklich eine ganze Weile her. Und ich habe mir gedacht, zur Feier des Tages fange ich doch nochmal Divinity 2 an. Ich habe das vor, ja, als es rauskam, eben so 2018, habe ich das gespielt. Ist also schon 4 Jahre her. Hat mich nur ein Jahr lang gedauert, bis es durch war. Aber auch mit ein paar Pausen zwischendurch. Und ich finde es einer der geilsten Spiele überhaupt, wenn man so ein bisschen auf Roleplay und Dungeons and Dragons steht. Hammermäßig, ja. Lasst uns starten. Oh mein Gott. Aber will ich? Ich glaube, ich gehe lieber in den Stream Manager. Ich glaube, das ist angenehmer. Das ist übersichtlicher. Ja. Oh, okay, let's go. Das Tutorial können wir überspringen, weil ich weiß noch ziemlich gut, wie es geht, ne? Geil. Geil. Ich bin gerade so richtig happy. So. Ich sehe schon, die Übertragung ist da oben ein bisschen doof, aber kriegen wir hin. Ich würde sagen, wir machen uns... Ich war letztes Mal... Echse. Aber ich glaube, ich mache dieses Mal... Elf wäre eigentlich auch nice, gell? Ja, so einer... Oh, ich finde die immer noch wunderschön. Aber ich will dieses Mal, glaube ich, eine Elfin spielen. Ich mache auf jeden Fall wieder Nekromant, Beschwörer, genau. Sieht schon sehr cool aus. Wir heißen Bananelli. Ich hasse es, an der Xbox zu schreiben, aber ist okay. Das Gesicht 2 war toll. Gesicht 10 ist auch sehr schön. Ja, ich glaube, ich bin für Gesicht 2. Was? Wieso kann ich keine Gesichtsextras haben? Ach so, das war's schon. Ich glaube, das gefällt mir ganz gut. Kann ich bunt sein? Nein. Nehmen wir Sahne-Karamell. Was für eine schöne Farbe, oder? Haarfarbe. Haarfarbe können wir doch sicherlich bunt machen. Oh. Mhm. V. V fand ich schon mal sehr schön. Ja, ich glaube, wir nehmen V. V gefällt mir.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Greet the Reaper for me.
I'm ready. Prepare yourself.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Wir nehmen Halunke. So. Mhm. Mhm. Ja, finde ich gut. Beschwören auf jeden Fall. Das kann man hier, dann machen wir eins weniger. Weil wir gehen auf... Ich glaube, wir gehen auf einen Einhand-Zauberstab. Zweihändigen Zauberstab. Ja, ich weiß es noch nicht. Wir gucken mal, was wir so finden. Machen wir lieber gleich noch Beschwören mehr. Lehrmeister. Was macht Lehrmeister nochmal? Identifizieren. Ja. Ah! Bin rausgegangen. Mhm. Yep. Jo. Nehmen wir. Finde ich super. Passt. Tierfreund. Passt. Brauche ich. Da habe ich eh keine Punkte mehr. Mystikerin. Und gelehrt vielleicht. Kann man noch mehr machen? Nee. Cello. Cello ist schön. Das finde ich so toll, dass man... Ah, ich liebe das. Okay, wir sind bereit. Let's go. Bananelli ist am Start. Ah.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Jawoll. Ich finde das alles so wunderschön, auch wie das alles gezeichnet ist. Oh mein Gott, das ist einfach ein geniales Spiel.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now, no need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to...
Ich will das toll überspringen. Kann ich das überspringen?
So it wasn't a dream after all.
Leer. Dann machen wir halt das Tutorial.
An animal's die. Freight or food?
So scharf, was
Shaking
geht?
her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Fresh
Ganz schön
meat.
frech.
Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg, too.
Frech. Keine Sorge, ich weiß nur noch, was zu tun ist. So ungefähr. Irgendwie konnte man doch... Ah ja, genau, so ein Radio. So. Mhm. Ja, ja. Easy. Und man kann so viel looten, das ist so wichtig. Muss ich da auch drauf stehen bleiben, oder?
This floor plate triggered something.
Ach, echt? So, jetzt kommt auch gleich schon unser erster Void.
You there. Come here. Hey. Hey. Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was. Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think. A gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get...
Wer ist da drin? Oder ist da niemand drin? Ne, ich glaube, da ist niemand drin.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind
The
you as
lever?
the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face. And it's about time too. The lads and lasses up there are getting lazy. Figures they'd send one of you sorcerers down. They can barely be chuffed to wiggle a single toe. Can't just leave the prisoner alone though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs. If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offence intended.
Oder wir greifen ihn an.
Come on.
Wie ging das
Keep your
nochmal?
hands where I can see them.
Oh nein! Oh
Hurry up,
Gott,
sorcerer, we haven't
verpasst.
got all day.
No. No. You
Ah,
are
okay.
so done.
Oh my goodness!
A dead magister.
Lord Jesus!
Somebody will have to take the blame for this.
Oh mein Gott!
It won't
Der
be
kämpft
me.
gegen mich! Auf geht's! Freddy. Ich nenne ihn immer Freddy. Wasser. So. Bin ich schon wieder dran? Ah, nee, Freddy ist dran. Hm. Jawoll. Boah, das hat nur einen Schaden gemacht. Jawoll. Hemba ist tot. He's dead. Und hat der was? Nix. Kann ich mich auch gleich regenerieren? Oder? Ja. Nehmen wir auf jeden Fall mit.
Junk.
Junk. Nee, da ist nichts Interessantes. Aber wo ist die Wache? Da oben. Verbrannt. Jawohl, Laborschlüssel und 3 Gold.
Empty.
Empty. Toll. Yep. Scheiß drauf, nehmen wir einfach. Boom. So.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
Ich fand's super.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Ja, ach stimmt, ich hätte auch gleich hochgehen können. Aber ich habe schon mal ein bisschen Zeug eingesammelt. So, ein Stückchen trinken. Ah. So, gibt's hier was Feines? Müll kann man auch super einsammeln, weil das kann man alles verkaufen. Ein Müll ist gleich ein Gold.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough.
Oh, scheiße. Ich hätte die erst töten sollen.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps...
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a...
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Der muss hier mal weg.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speak.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister.
Ja,
It
macht
looks
Sinn.
more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this.
Ja, ich würde den gerne essen. Weil dann wüsste ich, wer
This
es
is a
war.
rare kind of magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Ward go ahead. She with the body.
Die muss mal weg.
So, anything interesting for me? Right.
Blöd.
Yes, this is a
Kann ich
rare
mich
kind of
verstecken?
magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Come on, please, Losa.
That's enough now. Ah, there you are, wife. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black, Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Leer.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the
Der
custom.
rote Prinz, der ist super frech.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite. I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this...
Like wolves around a campfire.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook? Goodness gracious me, what a bore. Off with you. Quite clearly, you wouldn't have done at all. Shoo.
Surely. What are you trying to hear anyway?
Name? I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrap.
Why won't you sing? That's enough.
3 Gold. Schmeckt.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for 1, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
They don't care about us.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your...
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet...
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it
pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
I'd wish you good luck, but I've a feeling...
Fettige Tür.
Till overboiling a bit of cabbage becomes a crime, I shall hold my head steady.
Never thought
fettiger
you'd end
Schlüssel.
up a prison guard, Vic.
Passt.
Right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine.
Ach, das ist alles da drüben.
wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Keep those bolts trained on her. And if she
lecker.
tries to run, shoot to kill. You see on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter about us? Murder most foul. And I strongly suspect you know all about it. Do you? Well, one of us was kill our own. They're picking us
geschlossen. Das ist halt so schön, es lohnt sich immer, überall reinzugucken. Lecker Muscheltomatensuppe. So, rüsten wir doch gleich mal aus. Wie macht man das nochmal? Ah, hier, Inventar. Character, Ausrüstung. Jo.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a
Did you see the body? They ought to let you taste a bit.
That right?
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you.
The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
Oh, der Baby ist gar nicht mehr da.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all, thank ye kindly, Ghetto.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and does...
Oh, frech.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was...
You! Sorcerer! Blood? No! Go! Oof!
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Like I said, you aren't on the...
There has been a murder, Your Majesty.
Gold. Schmeckt.
Has the Magisters more concern
The
for
elf
more-
is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page.
Ich habe jetzt keine Lust mehr auf Quasi.
Here's the register, ma. Good, good. Ma, you faring okay so far? I'm glad
Ja,
to
alles
hear it.
super.
You head on in now, William.
Ist sie jetzt weggegangen da hinten? Weil dann könnte ich jetzt mal kurz Mampfen. Wie ging noch mal schleichen? Ah ja, so. Mhm. Ah, shit. Muss schneller sein. Mhm. Move. Mein Gott, beweg dich. Jawohl. Hä? Wieso hat der... Wieso weiß ich jetzt nicht, was hier passiert ist? Das ist ja total doof.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
Eigentlich weiß man doch dann, was passiert ist, wenn man das isst.
Nothing to see here.
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that.
Na, dann hat's halt nicht geklappt. Weiß Gott warum.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, keep those bolts trained on her. And if she tries to run...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Kiku, ja komm her. Süße Maus.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she can't source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Precisely. Boom.
What's happened?
Wasser oder Feuer? Lecker Wein, Kürbissuppe, Käsebrot, Schinken. Ach, das schmeckt. Wie sehe ich denn aus? Ach so, das ist mein Zauberstab.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick.
Goldkelch.
Damn! That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratch. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls.
Sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please, make it stop.
The hound sees you reach for your weapon and growls, baring sharp, white teeth.
Ach, konnte nicht angreifen. Oida! Jawoll. Tote. Erstmal ein Nickerchen. Achso, ich bin eh voll. Okay. Totally healed. Wo gibt's denn hier den Schlüssel?
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Ja, ja. Nur keine Eile.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
Something's pounding on the hole.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels nice. It doesn't budge.
Damn. Ich glaube, das kann man aber vielleicht nur als Untoter
Something's breaking through. What in the hells are those things? Death fog. I need to get out of here now.
Ja, das ist nämlich Instant Death. So. Die haben aber auch wenig Sachen dabei, du. So. Auf geht's. So. Schleimige Leerenkreatur. Kann ich die beide treffen? Ah, da ist der Radius zu gering. Wunderbar. Nehmen wir auf jeden Fall mit. Oh, Lord Jesus.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Thank you. There's a ladder right over there. You can...
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
So, helfe mal den anderen noch. Weil jeder Kampf bringt Erfahrungspunkte. Und die schmecken. So.
The Magister lies on the floor.
Nö, die kann gleich sterben, oder? Wunderbar. Finde ich total wichtig. Oh, jetzt habe ich es nicht gelesen. Egal. Habe ich die jetzt schon durchgeguckt? Das blöd, dass bei denen nicht steht, dass die schon leer sind.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a Wait! Voidwoken!
Voidwoken. Ist da Blut?
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
They who are about to triumph salute you.
Let the games begin.
Chillig.
I've faced worse.
I thought
Jawohl.
Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Boah, ganz schön getroffen, du. Jawohl.
We make a pretty good team.
Had to open your big mouth, didn't you?
Ach so, ich muss warten, bis alle anderen erstmal dran sind. Auf geht's.
Wait! We need to wait!
Oh.
Gods! That thing! There's no time.
I have plans for you, child.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to
Oh,
Fort Joy.
Baby, danke für
We assume some escaped
Pussys.
and broke their collars.
Ich liebe dich auch so sehr,
Vile
mein
magic
Schatz.
lured the
Ja.
Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
Der Orivant. Oh, Baby, so viele Pussys. Du bist eine süße Maus. Du bist eine ganz süße Maus. Ja, danke, mein Schatz. So, welcome to Fort Joy.
Those Voidwoken made
Willkommen
short
auf der
bloody work of the
Freudenfeste.
ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive.
Tja, wer oder was war das? Eine Muschel. Kann man immer gebrauchen. Hi, Baby. Da sind ein paar
Voidwoken.
Gegner.
Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they've made it to
Ja,
shore.
die sterben jetzt. Was? Ich hab den doch in Blut gesetzt.
I know
Oh, wow, jeez. Jawohl.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to
Jawohl.
keep those things at bay.
At bay?
Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
Die schmeckt. Die ist ganz wichtig. Scharfer Stein. Super. Hallo, roter Prinz.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further. If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities, and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, truly, a kind offer indeed. And you've already
Ja,
proven
den nehmen wir mit. Den habe ich letztes Mal auch schon
You
mitgenommen.
came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate.
Feuer.
The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master. Very well. Onwards, then, to victory.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in
so
mind,
frech.
but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go.
Ist so schön
So,
synchronisiert
without
auch.
further ado, let us be off.
Yes. Und schon sind wir 2.
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
Oh. Lord Jesus.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you. The cat's eyes are clouded...
Oh, okay. Warum kann ich da nicht hoch? Oh mein Gott. Ah. Dann halt nicht.
I wonder where this leads.
You walk up to a skeleton unlike any you have ever seen before. His skull seems to be carved into intricate patterns with a gemstone sitting in the middle of his forehead. Approaching, you hear a profane rumble from the undead beast.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh.
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Nowhere in this world is safe. The people of this world do not take kindly to bare bone. Thus, I find myself seeking a face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Yes, do feel free to call, by which I mean shout loudly. I do not want you sneaking up on me again.
Ja, Untot finde ich auch cool, aber das Problem ist, die vergiften halt alles. Dementsprechend bringt mir das nicht viel. Ja, wir haben leider noch nicht den Teleport-Zauber, weil da gibt es einige schöne Sachen zu entdecken. Aber den haben wir sicherlich bald. So.
What's this?
I
found something.
Oh, schön.
I need a shovel. I don't have the right tool for digging.
Oh, okay. Kann man die Karte auch so groß angucken? Ah. Oh. So, wo war ich denn jetzt noch nicht? Hier kann man wohl irgendwie entlang gehen. Und da unten. Und gehe ich in die richtige Richtung? Ja. Ach so, ja, da kommen wir nicht hin. Ma. Nee, das gehen wir jetzt nicht alles ab. Später kann man sich ja auch ein bisschen hin und her teleportieren. I found something. So, for joy.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof. I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godworker no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
Oh. What the heck?
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
What is this? Oh. Oh my goodness. Was sind das für Dinge?
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Ja, wenn du meinst. Schön Zeug für uns.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Oh. Sie hat wohl doch jemandem geholfen zu entkommen. In the ghetto.
You there?
Hello.
Elf? I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to somewhat eccentric chatter. He wears a large bronze pendant with a dragon stamped into it. Have you seen him? Useless.
Nope.
It is a very important matter that I locate this Migo. Tell me if you hear mention of him. I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Mhm.
Greetings, child. You must be very far from your homelands indeed. Hurts to be so far from your loved ones, eh? I know the feeling. Troubles me to hear that. Now that the Divine has gone, our world's duller, darker than ever before. When he comes back, he'll bring a gentler world with him.
Wer? Entschuldigung, dürfte ich mal die Leiter benutzen? Move.
Send us your children, your supplicants, a new Divine.
Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Blaming a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are ya? Ease off, or I'll go ahead and double what you owe. With pleasure.
With pleasure. Oh, damn. So, was kannst du hier alles Schönes? Brenndolche. Fossiler Hieb. Zündung. Mhm. So, treffe ich doch zumindest 2. Wunderbar. Schmeckt.
I'm ready.
Aua. So, Freddy. Muss es irgendwo hinsetzen, wo er mehrere trifft. Jawohl. Jawohl. Oh, damn. Merk schon, dass du Hilfe brauchst. So, die hat nicht mehr viel.
Into the dark with you.
Jawohl.
Lest the void overtake and devour us all.
Jawohl. So. Wunderbar. Das war doch schon ein schöner Kampf. Schnecke haben wir noch nicht durchsucht. So, du kannst dich auch hinlegen. Gott, wie langsam er geht. Den sollte ich auch mal ausrüsten vielleicht, hm?
Lest the void overtake and devour us all.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat.
Don't touch me! You're too close. This collar, this place. Do you? You seem fine. Don't you feel how tight this collar is? And there's nothing we can do.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
Tja. Das hat sich ungesund angehört.
Mummy's right here. Where are you? Please, can you... An elf! Stay away, cannibal. If I find out you've gone near my baby, I'll skin you alive. That's none of your concern.
She ignores you and...
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight-shooting woman in those days, but now she's madder than a cuckoo into a... What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void-woken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Damn. She dead. Alter. Da richtig viel Gold.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? What, have you been living under a boulder? Alexander's the Divine's only natural son. Good man.
Natural
I'm proud
son?
to serve him.
Ja, schön für dich.
Liberated my hometown from the Black Ring, he did. We never had such peace as we did with his battalion protecting us. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though.
All
We're
right.
up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Reden so viel.
I got my eye on you, Moss Muncher. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch or I'll do to you what the hammer did to that traitor. Well, that's true now, isn't it? With that little ring around your neck, you can't conjure so much as a boo. Like a bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander and the hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did.
Ja, ja. Passt schon wieder.
Did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the hammer herself. They were so close, almost within arm's reach. A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. The Divine Order's all that stands between everything you see and a void-woken's throat. Any traitor to them is a traitor to us all. Believe it or don't. The Divine Order doesn't need our loyalty. They'll save us in spite of ourselves.
Ja, wenn du sagst, Wisser.
Grave God, will you quit dragging this on? Tain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over...
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Ifan.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
and neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
Nope. Ich bin sowas von bereit. Ich habe richtig Bock auf Kämpfen.
Stay down, you!
Schlechte Position da im Wasser.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Oida!
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Ah, das trifft uns halt auch. Das ist schlecht. Ah! Ach so, man kann mehrere werfen. Verstehe.
You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Meet your maker.
Jawohl.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Jawohl. Bro is dead.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
Sehr schön.
Hey, I know
Lose.
you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube, and you were
Your spouse.
Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean. I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids.
Ich werde sie nicht mitnehmen, aber ich kann es euch gleich mal verraten. Sie ist nämlich von einem Dämon besessen.
Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Wait,
Das passt
don't
schon.
go. I know that was weird. It's just... I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable. Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
She gives you a searching look.
You seem pretty well adjusted. Ain't that just the truth? So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you
Ich
want
glaube,
to
ich will
check this
den
place out
Zwerg
together?
mitnehmen dieses
Strength
Mal.
in numbers and all that. Who said anything about otherworldly? Demons and brain ghosts are just as mundane as you or I. Mostly you. So, wanna go together?
Wen nehme ich denn dann noch mit? Ja,
It does,
gut.
right?
Komm
Before
mit.
we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought.
Bow your head,
Hallo.
please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend, even if your kind has displeased the god.
Nope.
The shrine depicts Lucy and the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. A low, resonant vibration hums somewhere deep within you. Your knees buckle. The hum grows louder, the world tilts and fades.
A shrine by the looks of it.
Oh, nice. So. Wo gehen wir als nächstes hin? Okay, das ist alles klauen hier.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't...
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Ja,
All
klar.
manner of things.
Oh, verkaufen. Wo ist denn unser Schrott? Das können wir noch der Lose geben. Wunderbar. Und was hast du Feines? Oh, aber oh, die sind teuer. So, Losi. Okay. Ich hätte noch mehr Lust auf Kämpfen, wenn ich ehrlich bin.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start,
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. It'll be a last as well.
her voice trails to silence.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later.
Bad luck to let one of them cross your path.
Der stinkt, hä? Die Mona.
Leave me. Go.
She smiles and reaches out as if to touch your arm, but pulls back at the last moment.
Die ist krank.
Sorry.
I almost forget sometimes. I can't wait to see what's next. To be done with this.
Oh, die Arme. So, ich weiß, hier gibt's einen Kampf, aber wir hätten hier auch noch... Ja, warum nicht? Let's do it.
So this is for Joy.
A delivery.
What a
Surely you
crumbling
have one.
disaster.
Please.
Scram!
Snake face. Oh, excuse me.
Take your coin then.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he
Schaffen
looks
wir das
up,
schon?
setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light. What?
I'm listening. Thugs. Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and we all starve.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Hm. Ach so.
Got it.
Ich dachte, ich könnte da jetzt einen Streit
Let
vom
me
Zaun
guess.
brechen.
You're here for a match. Dunno what you heard.
Oh, ja.
But they won't take it easy on you just 'cause you're an elf. You'll find out. Down the hatch then.
Jo. Auf jeden Fall nehme ich die. Schaffen wir das schon?
Nice and slow. Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't
I'm
eat
Butter.
so much.
Nice to meet you. You mean it? Or is that another line of yours? I used to play the harp, you know. Mostly around Ark, so long enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come for me yet. Most folks get taken away for the cure after just a week or two. Everyone talks a big game when they get here. Big games get smaller when you've got one of their weapons in...
She laughs. The sound for...
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you
Na
meet me again in
klar.
Arks?
Worse than war rations, these.
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then,
Tschüss,
need
Butter.
something in the kitchen, do you?
Worse than war rations, these.
Eine Schaufel haben wir auch noch nicht gefunden, ne? Die Falltür war aber eigentlich irgendwo hier.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Got it.
The divine himself, Lucian. Shrine's turned into a memorial, it seems.
Hm. Habe ich mit der Hilde schon gesprochen?
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl? Who could blame? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by...
Nee, wir brauchen gerade nichts.
Now, what do you want, freak?
So,
The
was geht
lizard's
bei dir,
brow knits
Basic?
together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground? I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? No doubt the two are related. Perhaps if we can reverse the cause of our misfortunes, we can stop this madness before it goes any further.
You, elf. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now. Huh. What do I need your help for? If you're done wasting my time, I've got a...
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Ich würde gerne in die Arena. Ach, hier ist unser Zwerg, oder?
Say,
Nee,
I
das
don't
wäre
know
anders.
any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars. Don't break your head then now. Oh, 10 bottles of mead, oh, 1,000 bottles of dust.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you all, you'll know. Good luck with your friends, though.
Funk. Ich glaube, jetzt haben wir fast alles angeguckt.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not her, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across...
She never did like you.
Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished...
Murder's a big word. And no. This here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul.
Oh, ich muss mal ganz kurz die CD wechseln. Einen Moment. Weil ich installiere auch gerade Red Dead Redemption.
He lines up another nail.
Ist für seine Frau, kann ich euch gleich sagen.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance.
Jawohl.
It's stabbing time.
Das ist verrückt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Der haut ja ganz schön rein, du. Ist es nur der? Das steht ein bisschen ungünstig. Merk's schon. What? Ach herrje. Oh mein Gott, der stirbt gleich. stehen aber auch echt ein bisschen ungünstig, du. Ja, der ist nämlich gleich tot. Oh, nicht nah genug.
Prepare yourself.
Zu weit entfernt. Ist hier auch Blut? Oh Gott! Ach. Was? Ja, wo ist er jetzt? Ich gehe auf jeden Fall mal aus dem Feuer hier raus. Keine Ahnung, wo der hingeht, deswegen setze ich es mal dahin. Lose geht dahin. So, und du stellst dich hier hin.
Damn nuisance these assassins are.
Ah ja,
It's their
passt.
frightful manners I mind the most, really. Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me. All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
Wunderbar. Und was hast du Feines? Jawohl. Schmeckt. Ja, schöne Sachen hat er dabei gehabt. Oh. Ich habe noch nie, glaube ich, gekocht. Eine Kartoffel, Knoblauch und eine Tomate. Nichts? Was? Kann das sein? Ist ja doof. So, wer bist du?
The woman looks
Margot.
out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. You here alone?
She gives you a...
You keep them friends of yours close. Not much in this world someone you love can't make.
Okay. So, mit O. Wie spät haben wir es denn jetzt? 4:45. Ich glaube, wir wechseln rüber zu Red Dead Redemption. Ich schau mal schnell, ob das schon soweit ist. Ja, dauert nicht mehr lange. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob ich es heute noch
Patience,
starte.
Mel. Patience. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when, I do not. I refuse to learn their strange speech. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come.
Okay. Habe ich schon einen Schlafsack? Noch nicht, gell? Blöd.
Amid the squalor
Ach,
of
du
Fort
Sibylle.
Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features. Regal, she was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. And you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like cage. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, so I can decide your fate here and now. There is no other elf like me.
A push, a
Okay,
pivot,
chill.
and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curious...
Because it is my desire to question him. Intensely. As for the reason, you're staring at it. You see, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free. Of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to
Dann
raise
viel
the subject with
Spaß.
him.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes
Ja,
you
chill.
a liability. That makes you needle feed. Your death will be slower, more painful, but fair enough.
She removes the needle and draws her weapon.
Okay, cool, das hatte ich auch noch nicht. Ich bin halt leider noch nicht geheilt, wie wir alle nicht. Schaffen wir schon, schaffen wir schon. Oh Gott, der Arme. Oh Gott!
Prepare yourself.
Fading.
Und tschüss, Sibylle. Weil die war schon sehr frech, muss ich schon wirklich sagen. Ah, ich muss mich ausruhen.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need
Yeah,
permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a grovelling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half, the Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this stingtail fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudene.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
Warum? Ah, da liegt er schon wieder. Braucht einen Schlafsack. Tut mir leid. Wunderbar. Wo ist der Schlafsack? Wo ist der Schlafsack? Ich brauche den Schlafsack. Da ist er. So. Jetzt geht's allen wieder gut? Ja.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
I'm Buddy.
Oh, Buddy's so süß.
The tip of his tail starts to wag.
It's no use anyway.
The dog tentatively sniffs the offering, then grabs it between its teeth and swallows it.
You're nice. Emmy would have loved you. She was my mate for the last 7, carried the 2, plus 50. 5 years! The Magisters, they took her. Nope, haven't smelled her either. She was real bright, you know. Had the best sniffer you've ever seen. I guess that's why they wanted her, and not me. Say, let me show you something.
Ui. Danke, Buddy.
The dog focuses at the cat.
Out my face, or I'll punch your lights out like him living.
He smacks your hand away.
You're trying to kill me, ain't you? Get! Those bleeding fools think they run the place, but I showed them. Sure. First, always win. Second, never lose.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? An old deed here. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I'd like to... Lucky you came out of it at all. Plenty of folks around of here haven't, and it's me who ends up...
Oh. Wir können den doch heilen. Was ist los mit dir, Bruder?
Sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead.
Okay.
Is that thing eating corpses?
Oh ja, da gibt's einen Kampf.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. Now, or didn't you hear me? Where grows the yarrow? Dire, and for you too, if you want to keep your top screwed on and your wires in a row. Do you hear me? Are you mad? Yarrow loves the beach.
Yarrow loves the sand, the waves.
Jawohl. That hurt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Aber dann brennen wir alle, oder? Ja. Okay. Wo ist der Dude? Ah, da. Oh, damn, das macht der ist ein bisschen zu nah dran. So, Losi. Heil mal hier den Prinzen. Okay, Blut ist weg, nachdem Feuer da war. Blöd. Gott sei Dank, ey. Was? Schon wieder dran?
Meet your maker.
Damn, das war blöd. Was? Ich bin dran? Was? Ach so. Oh yeah, healing. She needs some milk. Jawohl. Oh. Knappe Sache hier. Oh nein! Ich bin gestorben. Warum kann ich nicht laufen? Was ist hier los? Ach so. Oh Lord Jesus. Wie viele Rollen haben wir denn? Das ist ein bisschen blöd gelaufen jetzt. Ew. Ach so, man muss es nur einmal drücken und das gilt dann für alle. Damn, boy. Mal kurz richtig tot gewesen. Hm. Boah, wer kann das denn tragen? Ah. Mhm. Ziehen wir doch mal den Harnisch an. Mhm. Schön. Da haben wir noch nichts Besseres, ne? Ein fleckiges Hemd, immerhin. Passt. Ja, zweimal die Rolle der Wiederbelebung einfach gewastet. Das ist blöd. Der rote Prinz muss da ein bisschen allein im Feuer stehen. Oh, eine Ratte.
Do
Hallo.
all lizards smell like oranges, or is it just that crazy fellow with the pointy tail?
Okay. Oh. Sind nicht Orangen vermisst worden? Ah, da ist die Arena. Arena machen wir noch. Ich bin gespannt, ob wir schon stark genug sind. Wir bräuchten eigentlich noch einen
You come to
Kumpanen.
fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only
Wir
one.
brauchen noch jemanden.
Who will be next to fight?
Wo ist denn der Zwerg? Oder Ivan oder irgendwer? Irgendwen brauchen wir noch. Weil zu viert ist es auf jeden Fall besser als allein. Hä, da waren wir doch gerade. Oh, Achillea. Where does the Achillea grow? Hier. Wo ist der Ivan? Da, der grüne Punkt, oder?
Ifan
Ja, da
rolls
komm
his
mit
sleeve.
Ifan.
Good work there. Good work.
He stretches out one rough hand. He grips your hand tight.
Say, you don't look all
Ich
that
werde auf
busy
jeden Fall
now that
später
we're
dann
safely on dry
auswechseln, aber
land.
egal.
I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar.
He gazes around admiringly at the decrepit surroundings in which you find yourself.
Funny girl. Stick around, 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4.
He grins, sharp teeth clip.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we... Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills.
ist ein Wildling.
What do you need? Too much, you might say. I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is? Can do.
Ja, mach mal das doch mal, oder?
Onwards.
He scans the horizon.
Right you are.
So, Ifan. Hm. Ich habe eine verschlissene Kleidung, das ist ein bisschen blöd. Ist das Zweihand? Einhand. Ja, mein Gott. Ist als nix, ne? Better than nothing. Nothing. So, ab in die Arena. Wird schon klappen. Hat der auch nix, oder wie?
It's bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Na gut, ich guck mal, vielleicht kaufe ich doch kurz bei ihr ein.
The woman looks up as you...
What do you need? By all means, get an eyeful.
Nee, der hat nichts zum Anziehen. Na, hilft nix. Schaffen wir schon. Oder bringen wir den Griff noch um? Wir probieren's.
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once.
Okay. Let's fight. Also dann gehe ich doch vielleicht mal einfach ein bisschen mit dem vor, hm? Ach, ich kann hier noch gar nichts anrichten. Aber kann ich die beiden schon mal treffen? Auf jeden Fall den Hund. Okay. Mhm. Da oben ist auch noch jemand. Oh, that hurts.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, die kann auch nur Nahkampf, so wie es aussieht. Dann gehen wir einfach mal hier rüber. Der kann aber nicht weit. Oh, Lord Jesus! Das wollte ich nicht unbedingt. Wie das passiert ist.
Into the dark with you.
Herrje, nochmal CD wechseln, einen Moment. Ich glaube fast, ich bin noch nicht stark genug dafür. Und es ist echt ungünstig, dass alles brennt dauernd. Hallo? Oh nein. Voll falsch. Jawohl, Red Dead Redemption ist bereit. Oh my goodness. Muss auch mitten ins Feuer gehen, hm? Blöd, dass die keinen Zauberstab hat. Oh, damn. Hm. Scheiße. Das hat nicht funktioniert, Leute. Too weak. Wir müssen uns der Arena später stellen. Na gut, ich mache jetzt erstmal Schluss. Ich gehe dann wahrscheinlich später noch mit Red Dead Redemption live. Darauf freue ich mich schon sehr. Ja, endlich funktioniert Streamen wieder. Wie geil ist das denn bitte? Ich bin so happy. Genau. Ich schicke noch liebe Grüße an Oaks2, Alisadra, Discord Streamer Community, Rex Music 88, Rogue Girl, Roxy, T-Flow und NSA. Vielen lieben Dank fürs Einschalten. Ich wünsche euch noch einen ganz wunderbaren Abend und dann vielleicht bis später. Tschüss, bye bye.